Welcome back to another episode of the Boston Red Sox Fantasy Draft franchise here at Young Speak Sports. As you can see here, the standings for the AL East, we are currently third behind the Yankees and Orioles with a 21-20 record. We're not doing as good as I had hoped. We've been struggling both offensively and defensively, and you can't do that in the MLB if you want to succeed. Today we'll be taking on the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim Angels of Los Angeles, whichever you prefer. The pitching matchup is Mike Minor versus James Shields. Now, Minor was actually 0-7 going into this bout with like a 5.36 ERA, somewhere around there. So it seemed like an easy win, but you know, it's the MLB, anything can happen. As you can see, we're going to be in Fenway for this one. The Angels are 17-24. As stated before, the Red Sox are 21-20, looking to keep our record above 500 in this match. But here we go with Jose Reyes, first batter of the game. Takes that the other way for a single. And you always gotta worry about the steal with Jose Reyes because he's known for his speed. He's got some pretty fast legs. And Michael Saunders steps in. He does exactly that. As you see, Jose Reyes takes off, and Kurt Suzuki can't get it down in time, and he's safe. Then Saunders ends up striking out on the inside fastball. A couple batters later, looks like it's about to be a home run, but Chris Davis tracks that one down for the final out of the top of the first. Angels get one hit and strand him. Here we go with the Red Sox starting lineup. Dave Stimley steps in. We actually have had a couple injuries, so a couple of new faces are going to be here. Stimley strikes out, and then LaStella strikes out. That's a common theme for today's episode. A bunch of guys striking out, and this is actually the Angels at bat. Jose Abreu ended up just grounding out. And they get an easy single. That is Matt Adams. George Springer steps in. And Shields. Looks like it's going to be an easy play for Stimley, but he takes an awkward route and it just lands right in front of him. So the Angels have runners on first and second with nobody out. And then next batter, or a couple batters later actually, takes the curveball up the middle, and the first run of the ball game would score as Jose Abreu cuts that ball off, preventing any further advancement. And Jose Reyes pops up 2 in the half. Bryant gloves it, and we are on to the Red Sox batting. And that was Chris Davis sitting down on strikes on a 2-2 count. Next batter, David Ortiz walks on a 4-pitch at bat. David Ortiz has been kind of a bright spot in a rather bleak season. And speaking of bleak, Chris Bryant grounds into a double play, ending the inning. Red Sox are still without a hit. As you can see, 1-0. I believe this is Michael Saunders again, and he strikes out yet again. Second strikeout of the day. So Shields is doing his best so far. As you can see here, just Shields' fastball too fast for Michael Saunders. Next batter strikes out. I believe that was Springer as well. Like as I was saying, Shields doing tremendous work, just the offense isn't doing anything to help him. No, I think that was either Matt Adams or Kyle Schwarber. I think that was Schwarber grounds out to Jose Abreu. Dave Stimley steps in and steps out, strikes out again. Next batter, Tommy LaStella, strikes out again. So the 1-2 punch of Stimley and LaStella have not been effective at all. And as you can see here, this was actually a 3-0 count that James Shields turns back into a strikeout. takes the cut fastball for strike 3. That was Solarte. Next batter strikes out. Can't remember who that was on the changeup. Then he strikes out the side. 1, 2, 3. That was Jose Reyes taking the fastball inside for strike 3. See if the offense can produce anything, and as I say that, no, Chris Davis strikes out looking. And then nothing happened between then, and James Shields actually walks Mike Trout. Followed up by a single up the middle by, I want to say that was Beltran, and Trout actually takes third on that. Stemley's arm just not good enough to get him out. Then next batter, Matt Adams, singles into left field. Cannot remember who I was in left field. I had trouble with that, and 1 run scores, so it's 2-0. Davis sends it home, but Abreu again cuts that off, preventing anything else. And then another single right up the middle. So Shields' day quickly dropping as he has allowed 3 runs so far. And then Solarte steps in and looks like a similar ball that Davis caught earlier, but he wasn't fast enough this time, and it goes into the stands for a ground rule double. That will be the end of Shields' day, 5 1/3, I believe. And that was, excuse me, I believe that was Hernandez we brought in. And then 1 more run gets tacked on to Shields, because that was another earned run for Shields. And then we try to turn 2, Hechavarria onto second, but not fast enough. And that is 7 earned runs charged to James Shields. And then mercifully, this inning ends. 6 runs come across off a plethora of hits, a few walks, and then Kurt Suzuki steps in, and he actually gets our first hit of the ball game here in the 6th inning. And next batter was McDermott. He got on. Somebody else got out. And then that was actually Dave Stemley, too speedy after hitting the ball off of Mike Minor's ankle, getting safely at first, and then LaStella gets the hat trick. Strikeout number 3 for LaStella, and you can see Mike Minor's stats so far. Then Abreu, with a chance to do some damage, grounds out to the shortstop. Next batter for the Angels is Matt Adams, and he will actually be set down on strikes, and that will be the last batter that number 43 sees for the day. That reliever we had just had in, I believe it was Hernandez. And Chris Davis will step in on a 3-1 count, and he will take this ball the other way, and this is high, deep, back, and off the wall. Almost a home run, but Davis will be in there for the first extra base hit of the game for the Boston Red Sox. A double, lead-off double. Perhaps a spark in the offense that the Red Sox desperately need at this point. David Ortiz will step in, and he strikes out. Can't help himself on that slider away. And then Bryant hits that up the middle, and a little confusing play happened there, but what actually happened was it went right past Minor's glove. He gets charged with the error, and the second baseman didn't even notice, and he just ran right by it. And then Kurt Suzuki draws a walk. So bases loaded for McDermott, for McDermott. And he grounds out on a beautiful play by Beltre, and throws on to second for the final out of the inning. Red Sox leave 3 on. And then Springer goes down on strikes. And you can see the comparison of the 2 starters. Shields gets tacked with 7 runs in this game. Then Abreu hits this back, and it is down and over the wall for a ground rule double of his own, and that is LaStella on third. Davis grounds out to Matt Adams, but 1 run will come across. It is now 7-1 in the Angels' favor, but nothing comes out of that as usual. David Ortiz pops out to Beltre, who is in foul territory. And that's going to do it. Nothing big happened in the 9th inning, top or bottom. We did pinch hit Brandon Moss, but here he is right now, and he actually goes down on strikes. And this game is finally over. Poor performance by the Boston Red Sox. Great performance by the Los Angeles Angels, or Anaheim Angels. And now the Red Sox sit at 500, a place that we did not want to be at this point in the season. 42 games in. Shields falls to 2-4, gets 7 earned runs in 5 1/3. But that's going to do it here for me. Thank you guys for watching. Tune in for more. I'll catch you in the next episode.